Hey, TCG fam, it's me, Tiffany, and I am back with another live cooking, but not just any live cooking. What? Today, guys, I have a little story time for you. Most of you know that we have been MIA for a bit, approximately 2 weeks or so, and well, the storyline, as you can tell, how we got COVID. So we are still recovering from COVID. Our family was taken by COVID. So, yeah, we'll get into all of that. Um, we also are going to be cooking live today. So I hope you all can join me. And I'm going to go ahead and start cutting everything up and getting everything ready so I can go ahead and get it here on the griddle here. I let the steaks marinate overnight in the refrigerator. That is how I wanted to do them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys these marinated steaks right here, if you can see them. I've got a couple steaks here that were marinated, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up the vegetables and everything and get them started on the griddle as well. G-Force, are you on vacation or what's the deal? Thank you. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. G-Force got lazy. She was supposed to take that from me. But anyways, as you can tell, I am still not 100% with my breathing. So I do get winded and short breathed very easily. Still recovering from COVID. And I'll explain, how we got COVID and everything in just a few minutes. Right now, I want to go ahead and cut up these vegetables here that I want to put on the griddle. I've already washed them. I have a zucchini and a squash here, and I have an onion as well. I've already peeled the onion. I've got some mushrooms here that I'm going to put on the griddle as well. So let's go ahead and get these vegetables cut up so that we can go ahead and get these going. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing much better than we've been doing. Big Belly Boo Boo is in the background. He will be reading comments for me because I can't read the comments and do all of the cooking as well at the same time. He did not want to be on camera because he is still way more sicker than I am. And so his breathing is much worse than mine. So for obvious reasons, he did not want to join me for this live stream. So you guys will just hear him in the background reading comments to me. Who's with us, Big Belly?
Ziggy Eats.
Hey, Ziggy Eats, welcome. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Wilson, California.
Welcome, welcome. Wilson, California. Thank you for coming.
Ziggy Eats says, "Hey Tiff, so sorry to hear y'all were sick. The steaks look great. Are you vaccinated?"
We are not vaccinated. We did not want to get the vaccination. And I know everybody has a personal choice to either do it or not do it. And, that's fine. We're okay with everyone having their own personal choice. Um, we're not going to be like, you should do that or you shouldn't do that. But to be honest, um, I actually got COVID from somebody that just got vaccinated. So the person had got vaccinated, got very sick, and I contracted it from them. And I had a mask on, and I did everything I was supposed to do. They had a mask on, and I still contracted it from them. So, regardless if you have the vaccination or not, I still believe that no matter what, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. So, um, it's basically just, you know, when you do get it, um, how you take care of yourself and what you do after the fact to try to get better. And
Ziggy Eats wrote, I understand we are not vaccinated either.
yeah, I mean, it's
929 channel says hello.
the doctors actually told us that getting COVID versus the vaccination is a better immunity to COVID. So by us getting COVID, we actually have a better immunity to COVID than somebody who got the vaccination. So if that makes any sense, I don't know, but um, like I said, it's a personal choice. If somebody would like to, get the vaccination, that's great. If they don't want to get the vaccination, I say that's also great. You know, it's a personal belief or choice. And so, yeah, I just feel like um, if somebody is really, really going to be wanting to get it, then, who are we to say if they're wrong or right? To be honest, they don't know enough about the. I want to show you these steaks. They've been marinating. Um, they don't know enough about the vaccinations to tell people one way or the other if they should or should not get it. I'm going to get this griddle going here and turn it on.
929 channel.
And I like to put just a little bit of oil here. I still have no taste, by the way, guys. So there's very few things that I can taste. I actually have not eaten much food in over a week. So
Alexis Vardania says hi.
hello, Alexis Vardanian. So we're just gonna let this griddle here get a little bit warmed up here. And we're going to get started cooking. I did make some crinkle cut fries to go with the steak and vegetables. They're sitting right in the back. They're already cut and cooked up. But like I said, I just wanted to put some oil on this. There we go. Here goes the other one. So I decided to go ahead and cook our dinner live today so that I could just talk with everyone and kind of let everyone know, what's been kind of going on. And well, we really haven't been supporting a lot of people like we generally normally do. Um, here. And so I wanted to just have a conversation with everyone and let you guys know like what's been going on and you know, everything like that. So originally we had stayed in the house. We hadn't went very many places for probably over a year and a half, almost 2 years. Um, we always wore our mask if we had to go to the grocery store. And if we did go to the grocery store, usually it was only Big Belly Boo Boo would run out or me, one or the other, not both. We tried to keep um, all of these myths that, you know, don't go out to the store as much as you need to, and don't do this and don't do that, and wear your mask and wash your hands. And we did everything we were supposed to do. And you know, the kids were going back to school and I started a new job, and I decided that I wanted to go do something while the kids were in school, but I didn't want to work in the medical field, which is what I generally do. I've been in nursing over 20 some years. So I didn't want to do that particularly because of COVID. And so I decided to go into the restaurant business, which I have experience in management of many years. And so I went and I got a job, and um, I was there working, you know, every day. And we wear masks and I wash my hands. I kept social distance as much as I could from the other employees, um, just because I know that, you know, being working in tight quarters, you know, you're gonna have some sort of, you know, contact with people initially that's going to be, you know, in your little bubble, in your little space, or so I call it. So, um, you know, that's what we did. And um, why does this not feel so?
Miss Glow Globe loves love. Says hello TCG family in live chat.
Hello, Mrs. Glow Glow.
Blessings.
Loves love. Thank you for coming. Um, so yeah, I mean, we did everything we were supposed to do. People were wearing masks. We were washing our hands. I do take, you know, money from customers and so on and so forth. But after so many, I would wash my hands, and, you know, because you can't wash after every single customer. That's just impossible. You can wear gloves if you would like to, but it's really hard to give change and stuff doing so. So basically, I came home on the well, I don't know if I worked that day, but on the 28th of August, I started coughing and it was like, okay, well, you know, maybe I'm just catching a cold or something like that. And so when I came home and I was coughing, it just seemed like it was, you know, more coughing than usual or than normal, I guess you could say. And when I would cough, I would feel this tightness in my chest. And I was like, yeah, I don't know that that's a regular cough. So I was kind of like, you know, what's going on here? Something doesn't seem right. And not only did I have the coughing and the tightness in my chest, but I had went to go eat something. I don't even remember exactly what it was. And I went to take a bite and it tasted like pure salt. And I was like, ew, what was that? And well, you know how you figure like maybe something just didn't taste right or whatever? Well, that's kind of like what I did. and it just didn't taste right. So I took another bite, because you're like, okay, what's going on? Let's see. So I take another bite, and again, it tastes like pure salt. And I was like, okay, something's wrong because now I have no taste. And, hearing, look at that nice ear, um, hearing, about all of these um, people who had COVID who didn't have no taste and things like that, it kind of put me on the immediate defense of, oh my gosh, I think I have COVID. And um, it was later that day that G Force Journey started coughing as well. Big Belly Boo Boo started coughing, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? Did I just like bring COVID to the whole house? And so immediately I made Little Boo go up to her room and stay away from all of us because I was freaking out and I was thinking like, oh my gosh, she's way too little. I don't want her to get this if this is what we have. And um, so she literally had to play in her room for days, with the exception of coming down and eating, going to the bathroom, and whatever. And we would all wear masks in the house so that she was not in contact with us at all. And it was just like, I don't know exactly what said you have COVID, but I just kind of knew like that we did have COVID. So um, at that point, I don't think that um, it was anything bad or whatever. I'm going to put some of these vegetables on here. Um, I don't think it was a bad thing that at that point that we had COVID because I was like, it's just a cough. It's no big deal. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't anything debilitating for us.
The Anthony's Family Show says hello, everyone.
Hello, Anthony's Family Show. Welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us. Um, but yeah, at that point, I was just like, um, this doesn't make any sense. I'm going to put some of these onions on here. Um, but yeah, we weren't really worried because it was just like a cough. And we were like, oh, it's just a cough, like no taste, no smell, but it's literally just like a cough. And so we weren't like really worried or anything.
The Anthony Family Show says this looks awesome and tasty.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming and watching um, a little cooking show here. I'm going to make these steaks and vegetables. And like I said, I just wanted to chit chat it up with you guys and let you guys know, how we got COVID and how we're dealing with it. And we're still dealing with it right now. Um, so um, just to let you guys know that, you know, anything that we may have thought about COVID when we actually got it, it all like went out the window because we were like, it's just a cough. Okay. So we have no taste and no smell. Okay. But then it was like a couple of days later, and although we already knew we had COVID, um, I started to have um, like trouble breathing. Like it was like somebody was sitting on my chest and it was really heavy. And so Big Billy Boo Boo was the same way. And we immediately went to the hospital. It was me, Big Belly, and G Force. And we went to get checked out because we wanted to make sure everything was okay. We didn't want to, have anything happen to us. And so um, when we went to the hospital, G Force Journey was discharged immediately. Like they literally just looked her over and was like, she's fine. Gave her an inhaler and was like, basically, she's good. And so we're like, okay. And so, other than that, she was okay. Um, Big Belly was really struggling with his breathing as well. So, um, we did, um, when we went to the hospital, he actually got um, care for like, I want to say 16 hours or something like that. I don't even know how long he was there, but he was there a long time. And then he was released, discharged. Um, and he came home with breathing treatments and medications and whatnot that, they want to give you to help you to breathe and, open up your chest to start getting, your chest the way you should be breathing again. And um, I was there so long that I just couldn't stand it anymore. So I just left. I signed myself out against medical um, because they were taking way too long. So when Big Belly left, I left myself. Well, a day later, like I said, I was still having trouble breathing. My chest felt like somebody was sitting on it, and it felt like it was really heavy to me. So I went back to a different hospital, and they immediately um, admitted me. So I was in the hospital overnight. Um, I mean, it was like for a day, actually. But, and while I was in there, I was um, getting medications. Um, I guess when you have COVID, your blood gets thicker. So they want to give you shots in your stomach of Lovenox. It's a blood thinner to make sure that you don't get any blood clots while you have COVID, I guess. So I was on oxygen. I was on 2 liters of oxygen, and which really isn't much, but um, they have to have you on enough oxygen. Get that. They have to put you on enough oxygen so that you're going to be able to breathe comfortably on your own. And generally, they won't let you leave until you're able to breathe um, comfortably without oxygen. So um, I was there overnight, actually. Um, and I was doing good on the 2 liters of oxygen. So what they had done was because I was doing good on 2, they were able to lower my oxygen down to 1. And then I was doing fine on 1 as well. So I'm like, okay, I think everything's fine. Um, so I would ask them, like, can I take the oxygen off? You know, can we take this off? Because I hate hospitals to begin with. I don't want to stay in a hospital. So immediately, um, I was wanting to get out of there, you know? So I kept asking, like, okay, is my oxygen okay? Is my oxygen okay? And they would be like, all right, well, let's check it. And then I'm like, listen, I can go home and do what I'm doing here. And they were like, do you think you can go home without the oxygen? And I was like, yeah. So um, they're like, okay, well, they wanted to put a pulse ox on my finger, and they wanted to make sure that they checked my breathing when I got up and stood and walked from my bed to the door and back. And when I tell you, the hospital literally has turned one whole floor into a COVID floor. And they're almost all double rooms. So I was sharing a room with another patient. Of course, I had my curtain drawn the whole entire time to keep, you know, my section as far away of another person as I could. But I think these vegetables here are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. Look at these nice veggies. And but yeah, so I was there overnight, and when I left with an inhaler and a whole bunch of medicine, which is basically vitamins. Um, the vitamins that they gave me were like vitamin C, vitamin D. Um, they did give me a steroid because you needed the steroid to help with the breathing. Let me show you guys these veggies. Check these veggies out, guys. Nicely sauteed. How about that? Um, of course, I'm going to put some more on. Um, but I'm going to get these onions over here. Move these onions to the middle. There we go. There we go. Look at those beautiful babies. Beautiful steaks. All right, there we go. And everybody here likes their steaks like almost well done, besides me. I'm usually like well, I used to be a well done person, but I am not. I am gonna put some of these mushrooms here.
Miss Joy Walker wrote, we just lost 2 family members from COVID-19 because people being careless, not wearing a mask. Some people are so immature that they are chain smokers and they drink but won't vaccinate.
Wow.
Lisa Lott wrote,
I'm sorry to hear that, Joy.
Lisa Lott wrote, I'm so happy to see you. I've been
Hey,
praying for
Lisa.
y'all.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? It's nice to see you. Yes, Miss Joy Walker. I totally get it. I totally get it. We, as a personal choice, did not want to vaccinate. I'm happy with that decision, even though I got COVID. Um, I still would not want to vaccinate. They don't know enough about the vaccination for me to put that into my body or my family's body. And to be honest, getting the vaccination, like the doctor even said, is a much natural um, way to have immunity. So by us getting COVID, we now have a natural immunity to COVID, to where we can't get it again for I don't know how long they say it is. Some people say it's 3 months. Some people say it's 6 months. Some people say it's a year. I'm not sure exactly, but um, I just know this, that no matter what, um, even if I would have known I would have gotten COVID, I still would not have gotten vaccinated against it. And the funny part is that, um, like, I had given it to everybody in the house in a matter of like a day. And the only one that didn't get it is Little Boo. And immediately we kept her away from us, um, and kept her with a mask on and everything else, possible. But it was just like, you know, I don't know. We're still going through it. I mean, even now, I have still trouble breathing. Big Belly Boo Boo has trouble breathing, but it's nothing like what it was.
Miss Joy Walker said praying for you and your family.
Thank you so much for the prayers. We appreciate everyone's praying for us. We did try to kind of put on the community tab here and there some things for you guys because we didn't want to leave you totally without content. And we also had our Get Fit challenge coming up September 1st. And this kind of happened all in the middle of it. So we personally did not participate in the Get Fit Challenge. However, we have many channels that are participating. And I just want to shout all of those channels out. Shout out to all of you that are and have been participating in our Get Fit 30-day challenge. Um, it is where you have to post a 10-minute exercise video every single day, and tag us in it. And they've been doing amazing. We've been posting as many of them as we can on our community tab. So if you guys have not watched any of them, please go and check out some of those videos and support those people because they're doing a great job. They really are.
Lisa Lott wrote, I had it. It's awful. I've never been as sick as I was with COVID.
Yeah, it was definitely not a party for us. It wasn't definitely something that we might have thought like, oh, well, it's just COVID. No, at first, we did because it was just like a cough. And we're like, okay, so it's just a cough. And then as time went on, the breathing was really bad. So um, basically, us breathing was the biggest problem, which COVID, everybody knows it's a respiratory. So, you know, that's definitely a thing. But um, I don't think it was as bad as it possibly could have been. And to be honest, I feel like we may have had it before, me and Little Boo, the year before they actually said anything about it, because I had a cough for like 3 months, and um, they didn't call it COVID then, but I'd never get sick. And so when I did get sick and I had a cough for like 3 months, um, it was kind of weird to me, but I don't know exactly if I did or didn't have it. I do know that um, if we did, it probably made it to where when we got it this time around, it wasn't as bad. But um, I can tell you, prior to getting COVID, I was on this weight loss journey thing that we were doing because we were going to start our Get Fit challenge. And I had lost 15 pounds prior to us getting COVID. And then after I got COVID, I had lost like another 5 to 10 pounds. Um, so I'm actually down now probably about 30 pounds. And I don't know if you guys can tell. I probably can't really tell myself because I see myself every day. But um, I know that it was because I couldn't eat anything because everything had no taste or no smell. And I don't know if you know how it is to eat something without having any taste, but it's like right now I'm looking at these steaks and this mushrooms and onions, and um, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks so amazing. But then it's like, if you were to take a bite and for it to just taste like, I won't say dirt, but for it to just taste like nothing, to have like no taste at all, or maybe because there's a lot of foods that taste like salt to me. So maybe I would just take a bite and I would taste like I just put salt on a spoon and just took a bite of salt. It doesn't, when you're at that point, you don't really want to eat anything because it's not appealing to you to want to even try to eat because you're like, what's the point? It tastes like crap. And nobody wants to eat something that they can't taste. You know what I mean? So these mushrooms are preparing very beautifully. Take a look at that. Those mushrooms and onions, guys. Very nicely. And I know a lot of people, they don't want to wear masks or they don't want to do this or they don't want to do that. And, like I said, it's a personal choice. Honestly, if you're going to get COVID, you're going to get COVID. There's no getting around it. You can be as safe as you want to be. You can be as safe as possible. And no matter what, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. I washed my hands. I wore a mask. I kept social distancing. I did everything I was supposed to do beyond getting the vaccination. And I still got COVID. So, you know, there really is no not getting it or being too safe or not being not too safe. It's how it's going to affect you afterwards.
Miss Joy Walker wants to know, how is your oldest daughter handling it?
G-Force Journey is handling it really, really well, actually. She had it the most mildest out of any of the three of us. She literally only had loss of taste and a cough. But her cough was it's the type of, when I say a cough, I don't just mean like like that. When I say a cough, I mean a COVID cough is like you're coughing so hard that you literally almost throw up every single time you cough because the mucus that you have is so thick that you're coughing and it's so thick it's making you gag. But that's kind of like how she had it, and well, that's how we had it too. But um, after a while, um, it kind of gets less, and it kind of starts to go away. The cough doesn't go away; it just gets less. Like when you cough, it's not as hard to cough anymore. Um, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these mushrooms and onions. I'm gonna take them off.
Miss Joy Walker wrote, "Praise God. The babies can't get a shot because they are too young."
Yeah, I would not ever even think about vaccinating my children. Um, I mean, G Force is 15 and a half, and I still would not want her getting a vaccination. But like I said, um, she's doing great with it now. She has an inhaler, um, and it's helping her um, to get her breathing better the way it should be. Um, Working back to that, I guess I should say. I don't want to say the way it should be because who's to say how, your breathing should or should not be. Everybody is different. And here's those delicious onions and mushrooms alongside of all of the vegetables, guys. You guys see that? All right, so here's the final clip on the steak. And I'm going to go ahead and cut into these and see how they are doing because I know how my family likes theirs. Perfect, perfect. Nice.
Family, the Estrada says, "Hi, how are you?"
Very
Familia,
good, very good.
Familia de Estrada says, "Hi,
Hello,
how are you?"
Familia de Estrada. Thank you for coming. G-Force, get me the plate for the steaks. These steaks are finished. And then I'm going to just go ahead and cook up the rest of the uh, vegetables real quick. And then I will plate. And then you guys will get to see us mukbang. Look at those. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. All right, keep that over there. Let me go ahead and spread out these veggies real quick. I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. These couple veggies over here. And like I said, we still are having, breathing, I won't say problems, but issues. Obviously, because your breathing is not going to go back to the way it was automatically. That just doesn't happen. Um, it takes time. We have inhalers and things of that nature that you can throw that away. Um, things of that nature that are going to help us to keep, you know, exercising those lungs and those chest muscles. Put that in something. And yeah, that's why, like I said, um, it's going to take a little bit of time for sure to get back to our norm, if that's what you want to call it. Um, I'm going to put some of this A1 sauce here in this dish here. Um, and to be honest, this is probably going to be the first meal um, that I'm going to be tasting since, since I haven't eaten anything really besides like maybe bananas, or like I've been eating bananas. Um, what else? Strawberries, which strawberries don't taste like strawberries to me. It's so sad because I love my fruit. All right, so I have some A1 here. And of course, you know, I have ranch on deck, Hidden Valley. And I will say this, we've had COVID long enough that we are not contagious anymore. So once you initially have a first symptom, um, 10 days from then, you are no longer contagious. So we're not contagious. We still do wear our masks, though, around people because we're not that ignorant to just think that they know everything about COVID, because I know that they don't know everything about COVID. So there's the ranch. So I don't want to be like, you know, oh, hey, we're not contagious anymore. And just like go around people and think like that they wouldn't get it or something, you know, because that's probably furthest from the truth. Veggies are almost done here. Big Belly, you still reading the comments, or I can't see them? I apologize if I've missed you guys and you guys have came in. Big Belly is slacking on his job.
Bridget Brown says yummy.
Hey, Bridget Brown.
The
Welcome.
Winston family says hello, everyone.
Hey, Winston family. Thanks for joining us.
And JUSKEV says, what's up, everybody?
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, JUS. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, thank you. Um, as I said, these are cooking up real quick, the rest of these veggies. And then I'm going to go ahead and plate them up. And then I'm going to mukbang for you all. How is everyone doing that's just coming in? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are doing swell. Um, if you missed the majority part of this chit chat while I was cooking, um, I just wanted to kind of touch base with everyone and let everyone know, you know, how we contracted COVID and what we've been going through. Because that's kind of like, you know, where we've been right now. So now that everything is done, I'm going to go ahead and plate this. So just give me 2 seconds. Almost done, guys. Almost done. There we go, guys. I'm all set up. All set up. All set up. Thank you so much for waiting. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I have here. I have my A1 sauce here. I've got my ranch here. I've got some honey mustard here. Let me just, there we go. There's my delicious steak. Crinkle cut fries. Mushrooms and onions. And then I have my veggies here, my zucchini and my squash. And I'm just going to go ahead and plate some of this. By putting my mushrooms and onions together. I love mushrooms and I love onions. So I like to always make sure that I make a lot. Check out those veggies there, guys. Put some of those there. I'm going to ship this over this way. And here's my dish, okay? For those of you who can't maybe see it too good. All right. So, like I said, I have my ranch here, my A1 here. Hopefully, I can taste this meal because I've been really, really, really waiting to taste this meal. Just Kev says, "What's up, everybody?" Hello, Just Kev. Glad to hear everyone is good to go. Yes, we are still recovering from COVID, but we're doing good. We're doing good. So, all right. I'm going to taste the French fry. Who wants the first bite? Well, I can definitely taste the honey mustard, which is better that it's on the French fry because I think the French fry alone might not taste right. Try it in ranch. Thank goodness I can taste ranch. And I am drinking on ice water. Guys, for those of you that just want to know, there's one of my mushrooms. Okay, the mushroom's good. Gotta taste the onion. Good on the onion. Good on the onion. Now, I want to try a piece of the steak without putting any sauce on it first, just because I want to see if I can taste the meat. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite, first bite of the steak. Mmm. Mmm. That was definitely marinated very nicely overnight in the fridge because I taste all of the seasonings that I put it in. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some A1 over here, all over it, making a mess. I like to put A1 and ranch both on my steak. So here goes, oh, I dropped my vegetable. Here goes my veggies. Mmm, so delicious. I can honestly say that this is so good. And I have not been able to taste food in 2 weeks. Mmm, those veggies though, so crispy and crunchy. I just love it that way. All right, guys, let's dig in. I'm digging into this beautiful, beautiful steak. Who wants the first bite? Mmm, delicious. Really, really good. To those of you who were here since the beginning of this live, I thank you all for coming and hanging out with me and listening to our story. Watching me prepare this delicious meal. Mm-mm-mm. So delicious. So delicious. Mm. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? Post it in the comments. Let me know what you're making for dinner tonight. Hopefully you guys are eating on something really nice while I'm eating and you're eating with me. Once again, I want to shout out a very special thank you to all of the channels that have participated, who are participating in the Get Fit Challenge. If you guys have not got to watch the people who are the channels that are doing those videos. I post as many as I can on our community tab. So please go check them out. They are doing a wonderful job. They really are. I mean, they're getting it in, they're sweating, they're, doing it for 10 minutes, 11, 12, 13 minutes, and they're doing a great job. I can actually tell a difference in, I want to say most of them that I'm watching, that they are actually getting fit in some type of way. And if my breathing was much better, I totally would be participating like I wanted to be in my own challenge, but it's just not possible. Right now, I take inhaler just to be able to do what I'm doing. So, still need more rest. Still need to get to where I need to be physically before I would think about exercising. So, Alexa says, I wish I was eating that. It's actually really, really good. And those of you that don't know, our Get Fit Challenge is for 30 days, 10 minutes a day exercising, and tag us in it. At the end of 30 days, there will be one winner to win a cash prize. We were hoping at least 10 channels would have gotten in on it, but it's okay that we only got about 4 or 5, but we're still giving away a cash prize regardless. These French fries are good if I dip them. If I don't dip them, they don't taste right because of my taste buds. But the steak, I can totally taste it. So I'm happy about that. The steak is absolutely amazing. Mm. Mm. Look at this. Mm. Mm-mm. Well, guys, I'm full. Believe it or not. I haven't eaten almost anything in 2 weeks. So that's a lot of food for me. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for coming and listening to our story. And we are still recovering. So please be patient if we don't put out a lot of content like you're used to. We're normally putting out 2 and 3 videos a day. You guys know that. But yeah, just please be patient with us and check our community tab frequently because we always try to put something on there, whether it's new items that are coming out or things that need reviewed that maybe we're not going to review. So yeah, just make sure you keep the post notifications on. If you're not subscribed to our channel already, what are you waiting for? It's free. Go ahead and hit that bell, turn it on so that you are notified every single time we go live or drop a new video. Make sure you hit that bell and make it ring. Ring, ding, dong. Ring a ding, 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 dong. All right, guys. Anyhow, I hope you have a great rest of your morning, noon, or night, wherever you are at. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Bye.